What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Well, hello there. It's your favorite news dudes. It is I, Mikey.
And it is I, Tim.
And we are your headliners.
Your
and
savior.
Don't you forget it.
Your Lord and Savior.
Like and subscribe the video and the channel.
Yeah. Do what Charlie Angus tells you to do.
It's Charlie Angus here from Midas Canada, the Resistance Tour, and I watch the Bin Podcast Network. You got to watch it. Sign up, follow them.
I'm never going to get that right.
You're going to piss off Charlie. And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to
You don't want this smoke?
You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that.
McKinnon, why?
I watched a really good documentary yesterday. It was about 2.5 hours about Kent Hovind. You guys should look it up.
Who's Kent Hovind?
He's that dinosaur creation funland asshole. He has a freaking
like Jurassic Park.
No, it's like where he's got all these freaking lies from the Bible where he's like, "Yo, dinosaurs had saddles and people fucking rode them around like fucking Chris Pratt in Jurassic World 2." Like he's
so
just
he
dumb.
Invented the whole creationism
and the flood and all that stuff. And then he was like
Yeah.
debating people online, and he's just so moronic. But yeah, I watched a really good documentary on him yesterday. I only had to pause it like once, and that was because I had to pee.
That sounds interesting.
See, Gina's news dudes. So then for short, we can just make it nudes.
Nudes.
Like
I mean, but
NE.
Cody's the news dude.
No. It's Cody from the Shody. I mean, even though his show is called Some More News, it's the Shody now.
I just want to say that even though the Shody is somewhat topical, they just did like an episode on Project 2025, like all the stuff that they've completed and whatnot. Like that was this week's episode.
They did one previous though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I guess this was an update one, but like we have been covering the stuff. I know that they have to choose a different topic every week or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
well, they only pick like 3 things to talk about for a whole week.
Yeah.
Whereas we will cover 3 an hour.
Yeah, a lot. I just want to say we're on like the exact same page.
That's the curse of being neurodivergent and on the left. You're right too early. Too early.
And they use the exact same sources we do, by the way.
Don't delete it. I was talking about McKinnon. McKinnon has a documentary about Ken Hovind, so I watched it. See? It's a good one. Shut up, McKinnon. What the fuck do you know? You only made it. How do you know how we like it? Only we know that. And it's great. So shut up, bitch. Got him. Got him. Let us say hello to the beautiful. You got soundboard or I got soundboard?
I guess I'll take the soundboard.
All right. First up. Always first. Gina. Hi, Gina. Damn. Dark Lord Greg. Lost Missionary.
This is sick shit.
Her show's pretty unbearable. Billy.
Tell me about it. So
give him a little bit of that slap chop.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Here we go.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Remember when Billy used to come in and he would be like in here freestyling?
I know.
He don't even freestyle no more.
Billy, we need more.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Yeah, what happened to Bill? Ollie trying to sell your food truck.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
You don't want this smoke?
We shall see.
Over spilt meek.
Sarah. I need to go get that. I need to get Ludo saying Sarah.
Okay.
Fucking, oh, that should be Ollie's.
That should be Ollie's.
Because of him. Mully.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Stop sending people to it. The one about Andre Lee Thomas, I stand by. People should watch that. We'll put the link in the description.
No
Making me click stuff.
fucking way.
Making me click stuff. Diz. Hey, Diz.
I love Tesla.
Oh, God. He told me no. Diz says tracker I've been using the same 51% achieved on Project 1. That's about the numbers I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, that's the numbers that Shodi was saying. That's the numbers that we were reporting a few weeks ago.
No, it's made up, Tim. It's a Democratic hoax. They're just making things up that the right was going to do, but they never said that they were going to do that. And Trump said he doesn't even know who the Heritage Foundation is, even though there's literally a clip of him saying, "Thank you, Heritage Foundation, for making." Like, I don't know how many times I had to copy and paste that link. I'm like, he literally said it.
Shut down, dumbass.
He doesn't know what the Heritage Foundation. I was like, yes, he does. That's where his. That's where Russell Vought is from. The manager of the OMB is from the Heritage Foundation. So for you to sit there and tell me he's never heard of it before makes it either sound like you're lying or you're just incredibly, incredibly gullible.
And as Jesse the Body Ventura would say,
in history, you learn from history.
And I think like I think that's saying like those who fail to learn the lessons of history are doomed to repeat its mistakes or whatever it is. It's dead balls on it. This is the 60s. And guess what?
Yeah.
The grandparents didn't teach the parents who didn't teach the kids, which is why we are exactly in the exact same spot. Except instead of black people, it's brown people and LGBTQ people. So when my black ass has been offering civil rights tips for specific groups for the last, I don't know, since 2014, motherfuckers have been looking at me like I have 46 heads. Stop listening to focus groups and go read about the civil rights. There is literally a playbook for how to defeat all of this. And if you think it's bloody and it's terrible, it's definitely going to get worse. And in previous decades, it's been 100 times worse than this. Like, there's a reason why the Bloods and Crips are established in the first place, and the Black Panthers were established in the first place. That Happy Days bullshit where everyone was driving around in a Ford Galaxy, high-fiving each other on the fucking that shit's fucking TV.
Ford Galaxy.
That shit is not with the big fins on it. You know what I mean? Like it's
well,
not,
I mean, listen, Mikey, the 1950s were the best decade because there was so much segregation.
Yeah, all of Happy Days, everyone's favorite show starring Henry Winkler. Ever seen any black characters?
Don't you remember White Flight, Mikey? Come on.
I'm just saying, don't y'all never put it together that no black people are Happy Days? Ever?
The Fonz?
Yeah, he's not black. His jacket is black, and that's about it.
Damn.
Ooh.
I mean, that show did literally jump the shark. So,
I got a new segment for next week for us, and I think we should start the show when we're doing a little opening banter note, whatever. We should shout out our friends.
Yeah, we should do that.
Actually, you know what? This first hour of the broadcast is brought to you by our friends over at Reagan Elite and the Reagan Elite Roundtable tonight at 8 p.m. UK time. And the link is in the chat.
Yeah,
Thank you, Reagan Elite, for sponsoring the first hour of this show.
I'll make a little ticker.
I like that. I like it.
Let me just get to the right.
And hi, Allie.
I'll make it snazzy.
You better snazz that shit.
What's our first?
I had a really bad joke. I think I might do it anyway. Hey Tim.
Yeah.
Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
No, Mikey. I think you're gonna need to turn it up.
You want me to turn it up, motherfucker?
For you on live now from Fox, always worldwide for you as we continue to bring you some of the day's biggest top stories and headlines. Our next story talking about this TMZ report and video coming out from President
TMZ. The only like it's bad because like at this point I would trust TMZ's journalism because I know what their motive is: profit, clicks. They won't lie for an administration. Who cares about skin color? We are one race, the human race. I hate racism. Yeah.
I get to learn a lot about sociology for the next couple of months. So
Trump's visit to Michigan earlier today. You can see their exclusive. President Trump was filmed flipping off a Ford worker who yelled pedophile protector at him. Take a look at the video that TMZ was able to obtain. And you can see the moment where President Trump is hearing the shouting of this person that is screaming.
By the way, he called that person a motherfucker too. Like, you can see him saying it.
Then you can see maybe what
like,
the president is doing. And TMZ reporting that he is telling that person with the sign language. Oh, there it is right there with the middle finger.
Yeah, sign language.
Going against that.
That is not ASL.
Worker that was inside of the Ford plant there. President Trump toured the Ford F-150 plant at the Detroit Economic Club before giving a speech while walking.
You know, it's always so hilarious to me that everyone, and I mean everyone, claims to be for, union workers. Union work, union shops, they all say, oh yeah, I stand 10 toes down for the unions. What the fuck do you have that guy walk around your plant for?
Right?
If I was part of that union, I would be furious. This motherfucker has done nothing but fuck up the economy, their trade allies, like their steel and the way that they were putting their engines together. Like, to disrupt and fuck all that shit up. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know anybody who's like, let me go get a brand new F-150. It's only like $90,000, so I'll just go get one. If that if that union had any goddamn balls, they would have never allowed that. As soon as that motherfucker got on the premises, they should have fucking walked out of the shop, put the tools down, walked out. Because it is crazy that Ford management is giving him a little what's those little things called where the people, like the king would sit on it and then the people would carry it on their shoulders. Yeah. So they're doing one of those pomp and circumstances all over the plant. You're lucky wrenches and fucking nuts and bolts and everything else didn't come flying at his ass. Like, instead of tomatoes, alternators and fucking tire irons could have been fine.
Detroit Coalition said that little middle finger.
Maybe that's why the guy wasn't pissed off. But apparently that guy got suspended.
We got a super chat from Allie. 2 British pounds.
And the enemy is the oligarchy.
Thank you, Allie.
We are all Jock Tamson's Bjorn kids.
Translate. Someone translate.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of there's some translation that needs to happen there.
Allie also says, exactly, Mikey, they should have walked out big time. I mean, these are the same people who would literally just sit fucking let the fucking factory collect dust. We don't give a shit. You're gonna treat us the right way. We keep this country moving. We do.
Means kids. Bairn means kids. I should know that. I've heard that enough times. I've been to Ireland. They say that.
Wait. Bear rhymes with air. Oh, that's the pronunciation. Means kid.
Like Bayern. Means it means a baby. Yeah.
But it's longer than baby.
They have their own language, Mikey. They like to speak their own language.
But I thought the shortcut names should be shorter.
But that's their shortcut.
Wait, shortcut is longer than shorter. I hate English.
Don't think too hard about it.
English
is a terrible language.
It's just a bastard.
The factory floor on his tour, someone began shouting at President Trump, and it was hard to make out
what were they
the
shouting?
that was shouted at the president, but it seems to have included the words pedophile protector. And,
yes.
We should put that on a shirt. Take one of Trump's AI pictures and then just put where he's looking all svelte and like Rambo. He's like pedophile protector.
President Trump would not be happy with that, and again points back to that protester and worker there, and then also.
Yeah, I'm bringing the First Amendment back.
Yeah,
I'm bringing the First Amendment back. So everybody, be ready to redress your concerns with your government. Oh wait, nope. He's gonna tell that guy, "Fuck you," give him you motherfucker, and then he's gonna fucking get him fired.
Yep.
Reports on the internet is like they raised like $200,000 for this guy already. So I mean, he'll land somewhere else.
Yeah. Wait,
like,
did
honestly,
the court fire him?
They suspended him indefinitely. You know how they do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't be able to fire him because he's in a fucking union, and his union steward should be like, "Hey, you can't discipline my guy."
Yeah.
Where is it in the handbook that he can't yell out to fucking presidents that start walking around our shit after said president has fucking tanked the economy? That's not in the fucking book. You can't write me up for that. You can't put me out for work. But I'm telling you, dude, unions are not what they fucking used to be. They are just as corrupt. I mean, most of them are already corrupt, but the fucking the level of bootlicking for the companies that they're supposed to be unionized against is insane. Insane. It wouldn't be me. Couldn't be me. They didn't want to get, they didn't even want to put me up in management all the way because I was a little too I was like, "Oh, so then we're going to take care of our people? So you're going to get me raises for my people, or else they're all going to walk?" "Oh, you're not?" "Okay. Well, I'll just find some other way to get them compensated."
Yeah, even when I was in places where I was put in like a middle management position, I felt like they always thought that I had a ceiling because I was too much like, "Hey guys, we're being fucked over here." Like when Panera was transitioning, I'm sorry, the St. Louis Bread Company, when they were transitioning to like having less workers and having fewer hours available and stuff like that, I was like, how are you expecting to fucking do all this work with fewer people and you don't want to pay them the right amount of money? Like, you know, I was always complaining to management about that. And when I worked at other places, I would complain to management about not only my pay, but everyone else's pay. I almost got fired for trying to unionize a Macy's warehouse.
Hey guys, if we just collectively work to get him out of here.
I got called into the office and they're like, "So we heard you using the word union around the warehouse and we are not a union shop." And I was like, "Yeah, but you're increasing our productivity requirements and not increasing our pay." So I was like, maybe we should collectively, and they're like, "Get out."
Like, that's enough out of you. That's enough out of you.
If you ever say union again in the warehouse, you're fired. I did end up quitting. So.
Which is for the best. So because I was working at a grocery store, and I was like in charge of the department because my actual manager was a lazy bitch. And so I'm running things with another young guy, and we pull off the impossible, become the most efficient store in the brand. So that's not just Illinois, that's all the Illinois stores, Washington, California, like the biggest chain ever, most efficient fucking front end. So we are bringing in sales. We are positively impacting the business. They didn't want to give me extra money so I could buy people uniforms, because during COVID, when we got a flux of all these people who lost their jobs and we were like the only place open, so everybody came to us. They didn't want to give us any money.
Wow.
I'm like, they're like, you guys have burned through your uniform budget. I'm like, those people quit. But the people that were already here, what, now they have to use a 4-year-old shirt?
Yeah.
Like the shirts were already old when I got, like, we can't get a pack of polos sent to the damn store. Oh, okay. So I made some noise and then we got a whole bunch of new money in there and a whole bunch of new shit. I was like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Oh, we got a couple of comments in the chat. Hello guys, is it true the president flipped someone off? Yes.
Yes.
And we have another super chat from Allie.
Thank
5
you, Allie.
British pounds. The First Amendment, freedom of speech, the far right in the UK is spouting to stop or getting banned.
X getting banned.
X getting banned, which they don't like Grok. Who likes Grok? Apparently,
you didn't hear about Grok.
Apparently, the DOJ and Defense Department like Grok. So you should have been supported.
You heard about what Grok has been doing, right? Lately?
I heard Keg's breath.
Not that.
No,
people are fucking using Grok to declothe people, and people are using Grok to declothe children.
I've heard this, and then there was a big kerfuffle about it. Elon was like, "I'll fix it," and then he didn't fix it.
Follow the law when you're using my nasty AI to fucking creep on children. Kay is right again. Unions are greater than onions. I agree.
Onions in the chat for Mikey.
No.
I feel like he got an onion overload yesterday. Or was that last week? The Iron Chef Scallion matchup.
So what would happen to that lazy manager under a union? The managers are outside of the union. You have to leave the union to join management. So I was using as an assistant manager, I was using all of my union pressure to make the company do the right things.
Right.
Because I'm technically still in the union, so you guys kind of have to treat me some kind of way. Are you going to go check out what you got? I'm glad she's a good sport, because that is so funny. And then someone else said something about the stock market. I don't know or about the economy. I don't know how often you watch the thing. Check out the markets there, buddy. But the fear and greed index has us at a 66 greed. You think that's good?
Also, the market's being propped up by AI, and that's a whole fucking scam that's going to collapse at some point. So
yeah, that bubble's going to pop, buddy. And then what do we got else to show for it? Not much. If you're if you're keeping track at home, not much.
Using his middle finger to showcase his displeasure of hearing from that Ford worker. We are getting a response from the White.
This is why you ain't getting no peace prize. That's why you mad with no peace prize, because you don't know how to act. That's why you didn't get it.
House today.
That little Hispanic lady got it. That's why you mad.
This viral video. Stephen Chung, the White House communications director, says.
Now that I think about it, do you think they actually wanted to give it to her, or did they really just want to make sure Trump got pissed? It's like, who would Trump hate the most? Probably a tiny woman.
Yeah.
A tiny Latin woman. He's gonna lose his shit. Do it. And it worked.
To TMZ, a lunatic was wildly screaming expletives in a complete fit of rage.
Let me correct this. A citizen, a tax-paying citizen, was exercising his First Amendment rights in a complete fit of patriotism, and the pedophile in chief
the pedophile protector gave gave a petty and small
response. Small in stature. It's a little middle finger.
I think he gave a like, I'm tired of all of this response. Like, he's been getting more belligerent as time goes on. Like, he's been getting angry at reporters, angry at people calling him names, angry at the news. Like, he's just becoming more done with all of this as time goes on.
Right.
And he's giving these ignorant responses. Like, you're right, small, petty,
vindictive.
He hates Americans. He hates
mostly,
them.
yeah.
He loves Stephen Miller though, because Stephen Miller's his special little boy.
Oh.
Actually, he also hates Stephen Miller. He calls him fucking weird Steven and shit.
Because he is weird. He's very weird.
He puts up
And
with
the
Stephen
president
Miller.
gave an appropriate and unambiguous response. So
Learn
that
how to
was the
say the
White
word
House
unambiguous. News reporter.
You saw that Nick Shirley kid in that little Channel 5 thing where he couldn't say benevolent?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I cannot believe how many grown-ass adults ran around sharing this motherfucker's video. He doesn't tie his own shoes. His mommy drives him everywhere, and he talks like that. If y'all have not put together what situation that young man is in, and the fact that they got him out here talking to news cameras is unheard of. Like, this is a new low for Republicans. Like, they're like Tucker Carlson's pretty bad. Jesse Waters, Gutfeld, all pretty terrible. But to use a young man of his ability in that way on purpose, he's like, oh yeah, I have an inside source. Bro, he talking about the Republicans in Minnesota who were like, you're a stupid YouTuber. Here, go chase all these leads down. He's like, okay, I'll keep it a secret, okay. He's getting fucking public documents emailed to him. He's like, yeah, they sent me some messages from insiders. Like, it's called correspondence, stupid.
Yeah,
and that shit, they probably told you to look on the website and you couldn't find it. So they had to like screen cap the website and then send it to you. Like, yeah, they sent me these documents. I don't. But hey, y'all better stay on that Nick Shirley train. If you think we're letting you off at the next station, you are fucking mistaken. You're staying on that train. That is your king now. Don't be trying to switch up now that you acting all brand new. Speaking of switching up, it might be time for a new career, Tim. I hear ICE is hiring.
Just as House Democrats are raising concerns that ICE might be hiring pardoned January 6th rioters, our next guest went through the agency's recruitment process as an undercover journalist. And her experience suggests something that might be even scarier. ICE's recruitment push is so sloppy that the administration effectively has no idea who's joining the agency's ranks. Joining me now is that journalist and
like, low key, I thought about it. I was like, yo, what if we all just kept fucking spamming it and just kept getting in, and then we just took our bonuses and never showed up?
Oh my God.
It's like, no, dude, I'm showing up on Monday. I'm coming. I'm coming. I just had some things to take care of, and then I'll be at the headquarters on Monday. I have a thing.
You want the $40,000 bonus, right? We go the 4 weeks of training or whatever it is.
47 days.
And they give us our giant fucking truck or whatever, and we just keep forgetting the keys.
Who took all the keys and flushed them down the toilet? I thought that was the key. I thought that's not the key safe.
Everything is push start nowadays. You take all the key fobs together.
Tim, we take
and you demagnetize all of them.
I got something better. This is so stupid. We take all the key fobs. First, step 1, get hired by ICE. Step 2, make our way into the headquarters. Step 3, find the key lock box. Step 4, buy a weather balloon.
Oh my God.
Step 5, tie all the key fobs to the weather balloon. Step 6,
oh my God,
wait for a breezy day. Step 7, get the GoPro ready. Step 8, remember the charging cord for the GoPro because we're going to have to make sure it's charged. Step 9, release the balloon on the best gust we can find. Step 10, profit.
It's hilarious.
10 easy steps to make money off of ice.
That's hilarious. I'm telling you, we just like, we forget the keys to the truck. Oh no, we parked in a tollway zone. Our car got towed.
We keep getting towed. Could someone pick us up? Where the hell is your truck? Apparently they are very serious about the fire lane over here. we were at the arcade, investigating the mall, and somebody took our truck.
And for some reason we keep accidentally calling the local PD and letting them know exactly where we are.
Apparently you're not supposed to live stream from the truck. That's new. I didn't know that.
Show up with your own body cam and be like, I thought we were all supposed to have body cams. Hey guys.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's our ice boss. Hello. No, I'm not doing anything right now. What's up?
Start naming people loudly in public.
Jefferson. John Jefferson, look out. That little kid's got a balloon. Or I thought of an even simpler solution for the keys. What if we just put them on the roof? As a little kid, once something goes on the roof, it pretty much lives there now. Like a frisbee.
That's true.
Or a ball that gets like stuck in like the butt crack of the fucking garage, or like where the garage hits the fucking house. Your ball gets stuck in that little V.
That would be hilarious.
I'm just saying.
And we get a $40,000 bonus.
65, I think now. That guy surely talks like English isn't his first language. It's the way he structures his sentences. Funny enough, watching a little bit of his content, he did a mission trip at like 13 or something like that. He speaks Spanish better than he can speak English.
Not surprised.
Which is an indictment on I would say every single school teacher in the country. But guess where he went to school, Tim?
Where'd he go to school?
Homeschool.
Author of the Substack Firewalled Media, Laura Jadid. Laura, your plan was never to become an ICE agent, but just to apply for the job.
I don't think anyone's plan is ever to become an ICE agent.
When you went to the ICE Career Expo in Texas?
ICE Career
well, the expo was all I was intending to write about, and a few things just from that. It was very empty. There weren't a lot of people there. They seemed to expect a lot more people than showed up. The venue was far too big for the number of people there were.
And while we listen to all this, I want you guys to keep in mind that they think that they're going to go to war in Minnesota. Listen to how it's going over there at ICE.
And the interview itself took about 6 minutes. I've been accused online a bit of lying by omission, and for that to have happened, they would have had to ask me more questions. They asked me questions like my name, my date of birth, how old I am. They took my resume, which was 100% accurate, and they said that I would hear back. I didn't expect to hear back because I have a very unique name, and the minute you type that name into any computer, it becomes immediately obvious that I'm not an ideal recruit. I'm a journalist. I am very clear online about how I feel about ICE, about how I feel about the Trump administration. So I didn't expect to hear back from them ever again.
But you did hear back.
If they would have Googled her name, ICE journalist, ICE protester, ICE enemy, don't hire at ICE. Why ICE shouldn't hire this, but like it's all they would have had to do was just Google her and they would have seen. That's it.
That's all you had to do. I like Wishaza says that ICE is where you go when you're a lot of options. It's like ICE is Denny's.
And the military won't take you.
And you already got fired from being a cop.
Also true.
Like ICE is like Denny's. You don't go to ICE thinking that you want to go there. It's just the place you end up.
I used to go to Denny's, but I was also a very strange lad.
I used to go to Denny's when I was near a Denny's. I live nowhere near a fucking Denny's now. So
I did some weird shit in my right after high school. Like I used to go to Denny's at like 18, 19 at like 3 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep. And I would just order some eggs, get a cup of coffee, and smoke and write.
Ollie, don't say that.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do to us?
From them, right? And I wonder if there was I wonder if there's anything beside that you witnessed that's, in addition to doing this 6-minute interview. I mean, I would think, again, they would look at criminal background. They would look at employment history. They would look at, do you have any history of drug use? I mean, I can think of a lot of things that almost any place you would go to in the federal government.
Also, don't forget, y'all, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks into the fucking Trump admin, 3 or 4 ICE agents got caught up down in Texas moving weight.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
They're pushing that fentanyl, baby.
Oh
It was
boy.
pushing it as ICE agents, as Border Patrol agents. They were moving drugs for the cartel. So,
yep.
Glad we got ICE on the case. We're gonna run out of drugs to have I mean, billions of people could have died from those drugs, Tim. Billions. Because everybody does it.
Oh yeah, 6 billion at least.
Most private sector jobs would want to know.
Only Russia would survive.
What did you see they were doing?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those the dog that didn't bark things. It's what they weren't doing. And those are the questions they weren't asking. They seemed uninterested in that sort of thing. It really was kind of just we're going to get you in process. We're going to get your application. We're going to get this demographic data, your basic information. We're going to run it through, and then we'll process it as fast as we can. And they said they were prioritizing law enforcement first, so I might not hear back right away. But people were getting same-day offers. So, it seems like this is a systemic thing. It seems like they're very incurious about the people who are applying, and the people.
Who wouldn't want people completely unvetted, flushed with cash, high on power, running through their city? I mean, they're totally going to do what their job is and nothing extra.
Exactly.
They're trained. Oh, no.
People who are applying seemed like a rather incurious bunch as well. I talked to an ICE agent. That was not part of the interview. That was optional for me later if I wanted to just get a feel for the job. And there was no line for that. No, there weren't a lot of people there anyway. There weren't a lot of lines for anything, but no.
Oh, no, there's going to be this surge and there's so many ICE. No, pretty much who they have now is all they're going to get. They're not going to get anyone else.
No,
they have truly spoiled the broth. No one is signing up anymore. I didn't grab a link for it, but hey, you should have used Incogni. All their shit got leaked.
Oh boy.
I told you. You're getting paid, dumbass. It's on a computer somewhere. If the list of all your names is on a computer somewhere, someone can get it. And what do you know? They fucking shot that lady, and then someone's like, you know what? I'm gonna leak this to some journalists. So good luck out there, boys. I hope you don't get 3 trillion phone calls a day because all your fucking information just hit the fucking the personal market online.
They're so dumb.
Have fun getting 7,000 pizzas ordered to your house.
Nobody seemed particularly interested in doing that. When there was a Q&A, everybody was very curious.
Yeah, actually, Allie, yeah, you're hired. Allie, you should probably try out. I bet you'd make it. I mean, I wonder if people in other countries can even apply for ICE. Like, they probably would be like, all right, show up in Texas in 2 days.
About the training, but people didn't have a lot of questions about the job. It's just odd.
So ultimately, when you heard back from them, what was it?
So I missed the initial email because I wasn't expecting it. Again, I expected them to Google me, and they didn't. A few days later, they sent a tentative job offer. And with that tentative job offer, they sent a bunch of paperwork that I would need to fill out for consideration. I would need to accept the tentative job offer. I needed to fill out paperwork saying I'd never been convicted of domestic violence. I needed to fill out paperwork for background check information. I needed to sign an affidavit that I could pass a PT test, all of this stuff. None of which I did because I didn't see it. And yet, apparently the application advanced anyway, because a couple weeks later, I got an email from LabCorp saying, hey, come and take a drug test for ICE. And
so criminal history didn't get checked. Domestic assault didn't get checked. All of the things that you needed to check. Oh, a waiver about physical fitness. Like, is that what they're doing now instead of training? They're saying, hey, just sign this saying that you could pass a PT test if we gave you one, which we're not going to. And this is who y'all, this isn't ableist or fat shaming or anything like that, but fat cops, fat jailers and fat ICE agents are the most dangerous ones because they're not going to use their strength and stamina to try to de-escalate the situation. They're just going to pull a gun.
I mean, we watched that video of the person lightly jogging to get away from 2 ICE agents who couldn't keep up with him. Oh my God.
Wait, I think it's nearby. Do you want to watch it again? It's only a minute. Oh, where'd it go?
Did it go away?
Oh, maybe it got oh no, here it is.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
You never run, dude. You never run when there's ice around.
See, we were talking about this way before they showed up in Minnesota. We were like, you don't want it, man.
You don't want this smoke?
You don't want to be in Minnesota in the middle of fucking winter.
It's been mild. They got lucky.
Because it's fucking cold and icy and snowy all the time.
Hold on. And this is the best part. This is how you can tell these motherfuckers are not from the Midwest. See how the street is plowed right here? Why don't you keep running on that? As soon as you step into these parking spots, you have given your life to God.
Yep.
So let's just get him at quarter speed. Zoop. Oh,
yep,
both feet. Oh.
And them boots ain't made for the snow, so.
No. Let's see if we can get the. There you go. Both feet off the ground. He's doing a magic trick. How is he floating like that? How?
It's like he's scooting through the air.
It's like he's sliding in. He ran back into the car and ran away. So let's say, like, think about it. Think about it for a second. Think about it. Y'all keep talking about these guys are fucking cops. Imagine if a cop was chasing a bank robber, slipped on some ice, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go back to the car. I'm not trying to enforce immigration anymore. I fell down, so now I have to leave. Or do they need to enact the Insurrection Act because these people didn't assault their fucking parking spot, and that was an assault on an officer? Like, is this Minnesota's fault that you can't walk? Here goes our Usain Bolt. Casually jogging away.
He's like, keep going.
Without me.
Go on without me.
This is like, bro, this whole thing. Look, this is like 8 seconds. He has not even cleared the freaking, like, come on, man. And you can tell this motherfucker already tired. He leaning forward. Watch this. Weight too far forward. Can't keep his balance. You should take that big heavy ass helmet off.
He's like, oh, now I gotta chase him.
You ain't catching him.
Hey, we got a friend in the chat, Trader Timmy. Tired of all the MAGA influencers on the YouTubes. He is.
Yeah, in your feed or feed.
In your feed, in the reels. It's probably in the verticals. So
yeah,
like and subscribe.
Yeah, come on over here. We're fine.
Yeah, we're cool.
We don't always agree with Democrats. We definitely don't agree with MAGA, and we care about people and what's true. That's about it.
Making fun of ICE agents falling on the ice.
Well, I just like to see a nice getaway. Like, even when they have, like, they're playing like pickleball, or not pickleball, they're playing with, like the third baseman and the second baseman, and they do the rundown, and
yeah.
Part of baseball, that's exciting. I feel like this is the same. And these ICE agents should not be playing baseball.
It's the only reason people watch NASCAR is for the crashes. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, he hopped on that seat like Yo, the hop is the best. Look, here you
go. And he is out of here.
That looks like a scene from Neverending Story. Remember when the bullies were bullying Sebastian and then he rode through on Falcor like, yeah!
Yeah.
Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Hey, what the fuck were we talking about?
This.
Just as how
it's what they weren't doing, and those are the questions they weren't asked as fast as we can. And they said they were prioritizing law enforcement first, so I might not hear back right away. There's people who did in doing that. When there was a Q&A, everybody was very curious about the training, but people didn't have a lot of questions about the job. It's just odd.
So ultimately, when you heard back from them, what was it?
Agree 100%. ICE is a waste.
So I missed the initial email.
And they gave them more money.
Again, I expected them to Google me, and they didn't. A few days later, they sent a tentative job offer. And with that tentative job offer, they sent a bunch of paperwork that I would need to fill out for consideration. I would need to accept the tentative job offer. I needed to fill out paperwork.
ICE is a big joke to play with. What if someone did this in a traffic stop? Be more specific so I can slap you properly. I will look for your stuff when it pops up.
Yeah, I think he meant in the same terms of like if a police officer stopped you and you ran away from them, what would happen? And I think that's different because the ICE agents aren't trained at all. So ICE is a big fucking joke, man. As an organization, they're a big fucking joke.
It's a paramilitary group sanctioned by the American government, filled with untrained bigots and pedophiles and drug dealers. So you tell me if it's a serious thing or if it's a joke. Do you take them seriously?
Yeah.
Like are they a legitimate thing to you?
This government is not run by serious people. It's just not.
The guy is literally walking around her car with a cell phone out and a pistol in the other hand. And you're asking me, are they a joke? Is that a fucking joke? They're all walking around with fucking big hunks of dip in their fucking mouth. Mismatched uniforms. 47 days of training.
Or no training.
And I'm being asked if they're yes, they're a fucking joke.
And in fact, the little video we're watching here, they hired a journalist who covers ICE as an ICE agent because they're fucking dumb and they're not serious people. Who even runs ICE?
Bovino. Gregory Bovino.
And is he a fucking serious person?
No, he was running around throwing flashbangs in Chicago after the judge literally said, no flashbangs, no chemicals, no rubber bullets. The people didn't do anything to warrant that. 2 weeks later, he's out there, fire in the hole. Flashbang.
It says on their website they're trained in de-escalation. And come to find out that de-escalation training was the first thing to go.
Brother, people follow them around, harassing them, being loud and all that. They are not feelings enforcement.
Yeah, they're not.
Everyone is allowed to follow the mayor, the chief of police, a beat cop, a senator, anyone who's part of the federal government or local government. We have the First Amendment right to follow them, watch them, say whatever we want to them. We can't, that's all of the stuff that's protected by the First Amendment. Do I think people should say, hey, ICE agents, you better watch your back because on this date and at this time, I'm going to threaten violence against you? I'm not going to say the actual thing because then they could clip it and say, I said it. Haha. But as long as they're not threatening them, you have to just eat that, big boy. That's part of the paycheck.
See, here's the problem. They're not cops.
And that's the other part. They are not cops. They're not
cops.
Even rangers.
They're federal agents, yes. But so is the fucking postmaster. So is your fucking mailman.
Hey, when the mailman comes up to you in traffic and says, "Get out of the car now," you better just do it because it's a federal person. Like, I'm not on their side. I'm on our side. And you have rights. Even if you're an American, you have rights. And they don't have any jurisdiction over U.S. citizens, which is why we're freaking out about it, why everybody's freaking out about this. They can't impose themselves on us. If a cop can't do what they're doing, why do you think that they are allowed to do that to Americans? Cops would have been doing that already.
Here is the difference. Yes, messing with the mail is a federal crime, but guess what? Your post office worker is going to call the cops when you commit a crime. Nope. Not ICE, the cops.
And that's why in previous administrations, ICE and the cops have worked in tandem. Chicago, where I'm currently at, we've had ICE raids since I don't even know how long. Like immigration raids have been happening forever. It's always been a thing because some people overstay their visas or people are being trafficked in and they're working for like a sweatshop in the United States. And we break that shit up and we get those people either on a pathway to citizenship, or if they have any kind of criminal history, they get sent back home. That's how it's always been. The difference is you have untrained people just grabbing anybody who's got darker skin than them. That's the problem. There's no due process. There's no targeted effort. They're just running around with a bunch of morons in pickup trucks grabbing people. And you're over here talking about some, you guys are the joke.
Here's a good one for you, Mikey. Obama had a good deportation record. Indeed, President Obama deported more people than President Trump.
And Biden.
So your boy, he ain't even doing it right.
Yes, you can harass them. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I could talk about his wife. I can talk about how ugly his kids are. I can say whatever I want to them. That's the problem with the First Amendment. It cuts both ways. It doesn't mean, I have a right to fly my American flag. Yeah, you can do that, but also I could wipe my ass with the American flag. They're both equally valid underneath the First Amendment. And it's not about picking the parts of the Constitution that you like and then trying to shut it down for other people that you don't like. You got to read the whole thing and then just accept the results. There's a KKK parade for their birthday every fucking year. Did I hear infidel jumping around talking about something? They shouldn't be allowed to do that. But now these people can't use their First Amendment to just follow them around with whistles and cowbells? Sounds a little beta cucked, if you ask me.
Sounds like the ICE agents are being fucking pussies.
Pussy.
I need to fill out paperwork for background check information. I needed to sign an affidavit that
Brother, it's in the fucking Constitution. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Read the fucking Constitution, dude. Just read it. Just read it one time.
Just glance at it.
God. You're allowed. It's a fucking flag, stupid. It's a piece of cloth. It's not the country. What's wrong with you? It's a piece of fucking fabric. It's not sacred. Weird.
I could pass the PT test, all of this stuff. None of which I did because I didn't see it. And yet, apparently the application advanced anyway, because a couple weeks later, I got it.
Whose forefathers? To whom do which you speak? Whose forefathers? Mine? Not mine.
Some of mine, I think.
A flag is a representation of our country. Dude, if you're going to go around fucking protecting flags, how about you fucking talk to your boy Pete Hegseth? Do you know? Hey, yeah. Hold on. Where is it? Give me his face.
And his fucking flag handkerchief.
Yeah. Hey, dumbass. Show me, can you put the link in there somewhere? Show me where you were mad about Pete Hegseth turning the American flag.
He can't. He got put in timeout.
Oh, guys, I was doing something.
He got put in timeout.
Well, when you get done with your timeout, just remember that. Well, first, while you're in timeout, go ahead and Google the U.S. flag code, and I want you to find all of the violations of the U.S. flag code, and you tell me whether those flag code violations are coming from the left or from the right. Because when you guys fucking make shoes with the American flag on it, or you use a fucking handkerchief where your snot goes, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of fucking War, and he's fucking blowing his nose with the American flag, and you got a problem with me saying I would hypothetically wipe my ass with it? Fucking cult member, bro.
Here's the other thing. The Supreme Court said that burning the flag is a First Amendment.
It is because you guys have to understand, if you're willing to give up your First Amendment right over something as stupid as a fucking piece of fabric, what else are you going to lose out on? It's about holding the line and protecting our rights that are enshrined in the Bill of Rights. The first 10. You should at least know the first 10. That concerns you. You should know this already. Tim, we're gonna have to. I don't know. We're gonna do the civics course.
You know what? You know what? It's not cool when ICE agents do all this. Actually,
y'all don't argue the facts. What's the point of this? People are throwing rocks. Okay. Running vehicles into people. Okay. And blocking roads who interfere with law. Why is that okay with you? Okay. Let's see. First of all, you need to have evidence for those things, right? And then if there's evidence for those things, then those people should be arrested. For the things that are arrestable. Throwing rocks at people, that's a crime. Blocking traffic is not a crime. It's a ticketable offense. It's not a crime.
And what about the ICE agents who are pepper spraying and pepperballing people for no reason? Just for following them.
It's on camera. Okay. Well,
it is all on camera. You're right.
Okay, so then they called the police, who have the authority to arrest people, right? Oh, wait, the police won't work with them because they're ruining the city. And now the police are completely overwhelmed and they're completely incapable of doing their normal law enforcement duties because they have to go clean up fucking ICE messes all the time. Because ICE wants to just get into fucking confrontations with everybody.
Yeah, because they have zero training. Zero training. They're just given a gun and say, go out there.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other? Running vehicles into people. Okay, so you didn't say. I would also like a link from you. Give me all the links for all the times that they did that in Chicago, where ICE was ramming into people's vehicles, left, right, and center, hitting the pepper ball on the top of the preacher's head, and shutting down the roads in Chicago. So ICE is guilty of all of this. Why are you okay with it? As an American who is supposed to be on the side of we the people, you have sided with a tyrannical government. Yet you still want the protections of the Constitution. Like, you want the Constitution enforced against the people, but you don't want to use it to limit the abilities that the federal government has. You're in a cult. It's not my problem. And I don't have to join your cult.
So he says, so if ICE is expected to enforce the law because the law is busy. No, ICE is expected to follow the laws.
No, if they followed the law, they wouldn't have to keep calling for backup and getting themselves out of squeezes because they're pissing people off.
They're the ones making local law enforcement overwhelmed because they're committing so many crimes.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of low IQ in that chat.
This guy. How do you know they're illegal?
How do they know they're illegal?
Here, and I'll wait a couple seconds. I'll give you a chance to respond. Tell me how you know they're illegal. And hey, and just a matter of format. You're going to have to give me more than 2 words because there's a delay. So we talk past where you're at. So you're going to have to like put in what you're talking about while you're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? All cops are bad.
Yeah.
Defund the police. I mean, and these are the same people who in yesteryear will be talking about their freedoms and how they shouldn't wear a mask and how everybody should be. The Constitution says this and you want to use the Constitution as a bludgeon, but you don't want to apply it equally. I'm all about applying it equally. I don't need anything from anybody. I just need the fucking rules to be equally distributed. I need justice equally distributed. If that was going to happen, you wouldn't fucking need all these police and ICE.
And by the way, guys, like and subscribe. Thanks for the views. You dumb motherfuckers. And yeah, keep watching. Give us your views.
Email from LabCorp saying, "Hey, come and take a drug test for ICE." And I was pretty sure that wasn't going to work.
While y'all are talking about this, let's go ahead and continue to watch the video describing how thorough the vetting process that a fucking journalist was able to get a fucking job offer from ICE because they don't do any background checks whatsoever. So in high school could have just walked into ICE and just got a full. Oh, and by the way, all that money for your healthcare.
Well, cannabis is legal in New York State, and I had partaken of it 6 days before their test date, but why not? I went ahead and took the test anyway. And then 9 days after I took that test, because they're supposed to call you when you fail. So I was curious, like, did I somehow pass this test? So I logged into the ICE hiring portal and was shocked to find that the ICE hiring portal listed me as having a final offer, as having accepted that final offer, and as having a start date of September 30th, which was 3 days before I checked the portal.
That's hilarious. They wanted her so badly, they hired her before she even knew about it.
See, awesome. I'm gonna apply and take the 50 grand sign. I'm worried about it. It sounds like I'll get the job. Thanks for the info. And see, here's the thing. Where do you guys think that money comes from? Like, I know it's so boring. It's okay. It's not for the weak-hearted, that's for sure. But you guys have to remember, you are paying ICE.
Yeah,
you are. Not. I mean, Trump got all his friends to pay for everything that Trump wanted to do. He's not. No one is volunteering billions of dollars to pay for all of this stuff. You're paying for this.
Yeah, if you're paying American taxes, you're paying for the huge amount of money that's going into ICE. Like a crazy amount of money they put into ICE. They gave him an extra $150 billion. And they're like, here you go. It's your money wasted.
And homegirl, what's her face? Thirsty Gnome. She said, okay, we got to get some TV commercials out. And guess whose company got all of the distributing rights for those commercials? $120 million. Just a small finder's fee for ICE commercials, bro. They are literally taking your tax money and burning it in your face. And then you, while the smoke has filled the room, you're fighting through the smoke to yell at us while they're burning your cash and abusing your fellow citizens. Hey.
Oh, you know what? That person is 100% right. And you know what? There was a report out that the deficit in 2025 has exceeded $1 trillion. So Trump added another $1 trillion to the debt, even though he said he wasn't going to.
Our interest Our interest every year is almost $1 trillion. I think he added $1 trillion.
I think the report said that it was a record deficit. Actually, in 2025, fiscal year 2025, the United States government, run entirely by Donald Trump, had a record deficit. Explain that shit.
Look at this shit. God bless us. They needed the boost in funds. Dems let at least 10 million. Bro, go back and rewatch some of the show. There's no one being recruited, brother. And they're just I'm talking about they are in the dirt underneath the barrels, just scraping up centipedes, roly-polies, worms, a snail. There is nothing else in that barrel, bro. So they're just spending the money anyway, as if they have these huge recruitment numbers that they don't have. They're like, oh man, recruitment's kind of low. I could really use a little bump in cash. And then they give the money to their friends. And they're like, yeah, give the money to her friends. Like, this is this dude. He said, yeah, give the money to Thirsty Gnome's friends. Give the money to them. Like, why are you rooting for this?
And every time they bring Kristi Noem or Kash Patel or one of these dumb motherfuckers in front of Congress, ask them where the money's going, they're like, I don't know. Budget? What's that?
So this is the same guy. I don't want to be funding terrorist groups in Somalia. What the fuck do you think is going on in Venezuela right now?
Oh, yeah.
What do you
think we're doing all that oil?
Yeah, I don't know which fence you found to sit on, but are you sure? Are you sure you agree with what you say? Are you sure? How many billions of dollars do we send to Israel for them to genocide a people? America first, right? Give them a blank check, give them whatever they want. How expensive was that that one bombing trip to Iran? It was almost $1 billion. Almost $1 billion to blow up the nuclear processing plant, which didn't have anything in it because they moved everything because Trump told them that he was going to do it. So they moved everything. And then he bombed an empty fucking science facility, killing the science workers and not getting the bomb. Like, that was on your dime too. So I don't care about spending money on things, but can we spend money on something that's actually fucking useful? That's working? And you don't have any proof that there's 10. And what's illegal? Is asylum seeking illegal in this country? Do you know why we have asylum laws?
The rolling deficit.
Oh no.
For the last 12 months.
Oh no.
Which includes all of 2025 is $1.7 trillion. That the government spent $1.7 trillion over the budgeted amount in 2025. And that was all Donald Trump.
And let me guess, Tim, they're going to say tariffs will save us. That's a tax on you, stupid.
But that's beyond the tariffs. That's revenue minus expenses. Expenses exceeded revenue by $1.7 trillion.
Oh my God.
So fucking explain that. Our country's being bankrupt by this government.
Trump ran hotels and casinos, Tim. He knows the art of the deal. None of those casinos definitely went bankrupt. How do you bankrupt a casino in 18 months? That takes effort. That takes effort. It's literally a bucket to collect other people's money. No. Don't you try to shift the goalposts, because y'all said we got to go get Maduro because he's a horrible fascist dictator and he's running Venezuela straight into the ground.
He's a narco drug terrorist, right?
Mm-hmm. And he has the Tren de la Sol or whatever the new fucking gang he had, the Sun Gang, and the cats are fighting. So either Maduro. So you got to pick now. Either Maduro is a bad guy and Trump was right to scoop him up, but that totally justifies the reason why all those asylum seekers came up here, or you want to deport everybody, which means you need to let Maduro go because he's not actually doing anything bad and those people are lying. You got to pick one. 6-7.
I love this one because it shows the complete disconnect between what people think the government does and what people think the economy does. The economy can do great forever.
Yes.
Forever.
It has
Who
nothing
cares?
to do with y'all.
The economy was pretty good in 2025, except for like 3 months where Trump fucked with it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything to the government. Do you understand there's a difference between economic and government? The tech firms and AI could make $1 trillion bajillion dollars. It doesn't mean shit to the US government. It doesn't mean shit to their spending or their revenue. Because guess what? We don't fucking tax those people. You realize they cut the corporate tax and they cut all these other taxes? The government's going to get less money. They fired half of the IRS. The government's going to collect less money, have bigger deficits, have to cut more resources.
Did they make all those loopholes for people that make under 100K?
Right.
Did they just open it up to you could just get whatever you want and just get loans at 0% interest and all that? Did you do that for people of a less than $1 million? No. They're gonna get $80,000 in tax cuts per year. And you're gonna get $50. And you're like, see, he cut my taxes. I don't have health care, but I shaved $50. Like, no, they're fucking you over.
All you fucking dumbass conservatives. I'm serious. You MAGA dumb motherfuckers do not understand that conservative principles are supposed to be, let me tell you what they're supposed to be: cutting spending and then cutting taxes, right?
Right.
You're supposed to cut taxes and spending equally so you don't grow the deficit. But all they've done is cut taxes for the rich and increase spending, which creates a huge fucking deficit. And Trump ended tax-free filing, which means you have to pay to get your taxes done.
Okay, MAGA out there, there's probably a few of you that haven't been banned yet. What's the defense of this? Like, why would you get rid of this?
Oh, I'm sure there's some sort of fucking fraud claim.
Because, I mean, this was a way for people to literally go to the IRS's website and file their taxes for free. Didn't have to pay TurboTax or Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block. They didn't have to pay it. They could just do it themselves. And especially if you have like just one W-2, this is easy. And then you just get your direct deposit, right? Why would you guys be in favor of him getting rid of that? Okay.
Sure they do. Sure they do.
Let's say that let's say I give you that made up statistic right there. Why do they have that much money in the first place? How did they if the tax code was fair, how did they obtain that much money? Do you double and triple your wealth every 3 quarters? It doesn't work like that for you, right?
Look at this. Look at this. A couple of young punks who have the answers for everything. You're right, motherfucker. I do have 2 master's degrees in government and political science. So yes, I do.
Let them see.
Ask me any question. Here. There they are. And there's a 3rd degree in there just for fun. All right.
They can insult us. They can insult us. We don't care.
No.
As long as it's not a slur, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever, man. We're just having good, clean fun.
I mean, sometimes apparently people need to see the speed bag work. Like people have been like in the heavy bag work. Like people think like we ain't got it. Like we're just so nice and so. This ain't Jubilee, motherfucker. I ain't gonna be raising no red flags. I'm gonna just cuss your ass out and tell you you're a stupid motherfucker and go on with my day.
Hey, and if they want to call us stupid motherfuckers, all right, sure, whatever.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
Different than what DHS says when they posted just now a response to your story on X, and they wrote
leave
this,
my hat
quote,
alone.
Applicants may receive a tentative selection letter following their initial application and interview that is not a job offer. It just means they are invited to submit information for review.
Fucking Greg. $5 super chat from the Dark Lord Greg. Soda money for the 2 young punks.
I'm gonna get a sarsaparilla.
I'm gonna get me some iron brew.
It begins. It begins.
All right. Before we start giving me money for the hat, you want to see what the front of the hat says?
Oh, is that the? I'm not gonna guess. I think I know.
There. It's just. See, it's just Washington, Connecticut. I don't. It's. If you want, I can get you one.
Tim, that is the most Connecticut I've ever seen you look.
Right, exactly.
With the flannel and the.
I don't even live in this town.
Some of the dumbest people in this country have degrees. Okay.
Right, I'm not one of them, motherfucker.
Okay. I mean, Mike, let me level with you, Mike. If you think here, I made a banner for it too.
Oh yeah, you're on the wrong fucking show, buddy.
Yeah, let me just. If you think that this is like Brian Tyler Cohen and Sam Cedar, well, Sam's pretty cool. I won't throw Sam under the Parker Get a Job, Dean Wither, like Adam Mockler. If you think that we're that side of things where we're like beholden to the DNC and we're like we have to support this line, no, motherfucker. We just know civics and we're just smart enough to understand none of this shit is going to work. We didn't like any of Biden's plans and Kamala's plans and Trump's plan. We don't like any of their plans because they're fucking regressive and stupid. And they go against all of the precedent of this country, which we have read in great detail because we actually give a shit about what happens to this place. You just want to be on a side. I don't need to be on anybody's side.
It's obligatory at this point, but fuck Joe Biden.
Yes.
Fuck Bill Clinton. Fuck
Bill
Hillary.
Fuck super predators.
Fuck Obama. Like I don't there you go. That's it. I'm not for their shit. because I didn't like their shit either.
Lost Missionary got it here. Question all politics and politicians. Yes. If someone has an idea and if we start picking it apart and finding problems with it, that's not our problem. Maybe have a better idea. Maybe ask somebody who actually considered all of the angles. Perhaps. Trevor says civics and ethics haven't been around in this country for decades. Yeah, because people won't fucking read the goddamn Constitution. It's like fucking 6 pages on a fucking Microsoft Word document. It's not that big. Read the fucking thing.
What is the chat doing to me?
They're gonna buy all your clothes now because
they're gonna buy all my clothes.
McKinnon has started a thing where you just offer money for people's clothing on stream.
I'm gonna start a clothing line called Tim in Connecticut.
Ooh, or my thing for Gina. What my thing?
I'm talking to you.
So cute. Thank you, Gina. And that's truly the point here. We don't care about whose side is winning or losing. What the fuck is going to happen to us? Like, while these morons who are all millionaires and are arguing with each other and are 7,000 years old and should be 100% out of office, what about our fucking generation? When do we get fucking representation? We're all about to all the millennials are about to be in our 40s. And we still can't get a millennial up there on the ballot. We can't get no kind of representation. You're fucking up everything in the long term. Healthcare is fucked up. Childcare, childhood education. Like, they're gutting all the things that millennials need. So if you're older than a millennial and you're like, oh, they're just complaining. Well, why don't you rewind 15 years? And let's see how you would do if you were 15 years younger and you had to deal with the same shit that we're dealing with. For sure. Come on in. Everybody should be able to say whatever they want. As long as you're not slurring it up and trying to get us in like YouTube trouble or whatever. You're good to argue and banter and call us bitches or whatever. Like, that's fine. But
we also don't have control over the mods.
The mods might get you. So make sure the mods might get you if it's not funny. It better be funny. Let's finish this one because I want to get to the AOC clip.
But what you're saying is, even though
fuck it, we're done. We're going to the AOC clip.
Okay, good. Because there's one more clip I want to do before
government funding.
Before I go. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and fucking fight.
We're about to run out of money. What should be the red lines when it comes to ICE funding? When it comes to DHS, should there be policy or reduction in funding? What should be the options?
I mean, in terms of which deadlines line up with which goals, that's a tactical decision to be made. But my position has always been clear that ICE funding should be cut. We're seeing what they're doing with this reckless explosion in funding. And mind you, just so everybody knows, I want everybody to understand the cuts to your healthcare are what's paying for this. All that extra money that everybody's paying right now in their premiums, all that extra money that you're paying, it is paid for it is all of that extra money that the government and the ACA subsidies that was given to nearly $1 trillion in healthcare was taken out and given to ICE.
You don't have to like her. She's not lying. Did you read the Big Beautiful Bill? Did you read Project 2025? Like, that's the problem with the right now, is the Heritage Foundation has easily found out and easily surmised all they have to do is make something more than 20 pages and the right won't read it.
Yeah.
They just won't read it. And they're just going to be like, oh, Trump said it's cool, so it's cool. All they have to do is make it long and you won't read it. They talked about it's all in the fucking bill. You can still get the PDF of it right now. You could read it today. We'll start reading it today. It's very long. I think Big Beautiful Bill is 986 pages.
Yeah, and the Project 2025 was around 900 pages as well.
So they're doing it on purpose. They're obscuring it by the first 100 pages is going to be all legalese to get you to fail. And
no, the first 100 pages is always world building, Mikey. That's what it is.
Exposition. You got to fall in love with the character so that you care what happens to them later on in the story. But this is that's all we do over here is we will read the emails, we will read the policy statements and just look at it objectively.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that all of you motherfuckers in here yelling at us did not read them. You didn't. So you don't know what it says, but you're so confident that you're right to fight us on this. Just read it and get back. Leave a comment on this stream when it's over and be like, oh my God, yo, I don't want to admit you were right, but they did kind of lie to us.
If someone made an audiobook of Project 2025, who would narrate?
Okay, I have a funny answer and I have a good answer.
Okay.
Which one do you want first?
I'll take the good answer first.
I think the good answer would be like David Attenborough.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Because people tend to pay attention more if it's in a British accent. So I wanted like the only British accent I can trust.
Idris Elba.
Idris.
I would listen to Idris read Project 2025 to me.
Oh, look, Mr. Coffee Man. Oh, you want He should have been Bond. Fuck you, UK. You guys missed it. You guys missed the fucking ball there, man. That would have been such a good Bond.
All right, what's your funny one?
John Oliver.
Oh my God. Yes.
Zazu ass motherfucker.
Okay, my funny one is Stephen Colbert being Stephen Colbert from the Colbert Report.
John Colbert. Stephen Colbert.
That would be hilarious.
What's your good answer?
Idris Elba.
Oh, Idris. Okay.
So understand how these dots connect. You get screwed over to pay a bunch of thugs in the street that are shooting mothers in the face. That is what this administration's doing. That's what the Republican Party.
Be mad at us if you want to. We're not the Republicans sitting in there. Oh, and by the way, did you guys remember 87 days they worked last year?
87 days out of 365. They didn't even work a third of the year.
And y'all paid for that. And you're just like, and here's the best part. They're going to work 87 days. You're going to fucking try to reelect them. And then they're going to work even less. I bet they go sub 50 next year.
And once again, we're not complaining that just Republicans only worked 86 days or whatever. We're complaining that all of Congress was only in session for 86 or 87 days.
And we paid all of them.
And they get paid no matter what.
So why the hell do I have to fuck it? Like, that's where I'm mad at. And also, Tom Homan. Where am I going? Tom Homan, I want my motherfucking $50,000, bitch. Stop playing games with me. Put it back in the same paper bag or get a new paper bag. Fine, you can get a new paper bag, but give us our fucking 50 grand back. Thieving bitch. Like, I cannot believe that like they just let the new, and that's why we needed to have our own show, because there is no possible way that, let's say, who worked in the Biden admin, fucking let's say Al Gore. Let's say Al Gore was on fucking tape from fucking undercover FBI agents taking 50 grand in cash.
Mm-hmm.
This country would erupt if someone on the left took 50 grand in cash.
Yeah.
By the federal agents. And then they were like waiting to see if he was going to actually, finish off the other end of the bribe. And then the Trump admin comes in and shuts it down. And you're telling me that these motherfuckers ain't corrupt in an obvious and blatant and unashamed way, right in your face? You're going to let them do that right in your face? You better than me.
And like, by the way, if I was a Democratic senator or a Democratic congressman and fucking the Keebler fucking elf Mike Johnson came up to me and said, "Hey, we're not working today," I'd be posting from my office. I'm fucking working today.
I'll be in the lobby. I can't get into the main room, but I'm gonna be out here in the lobby in the hallway.
I don't know what they're fucking doing, but the Democrats for the most part don't fucking do that either.
Which is why we're mad at them too.
Because Chuck Schumer is the worst. Hakeem Jeffries, the worst. They don't fight back.
The Driftless Iowan, I served 60 years in Iowa legislation, 05 to 10. The social IQ of the elected Republican is scary. They are maliciously ignorant, robotic-like. And that's the problem. And that's why we do the show. And that's why we talk the way we talk. We're not on anybody's side unless they're on the people's side. If you have a record of standing up for the people and doing the right thing, we will gladly support you. If you do not do that, we are going to mock you viciously.
Listen, my state has a part-time legislature. They're only in session for 6 months out of the year. They work more days than our Congress does. And they only get paid to be part-time. They barely get paid at all. Right. And they put in more hours and more time than our Congress does. And it's fucking crazy. Oh man, tons. We got to hook up after the show.
Presidente. What was the one you wanted to play before we leave? Or before you leave?
The other one that I put in.
I can't see the names on that thing. I'm already in the list.
I forget what it was. It was so long ago. It was...
Hold on.
Justice House...
God damn it. I'm trying to pull up the full list now. Oh, there we go. Scrolling. Scrolling. We do a lot of shows. So
you have a lot of clips.
This is me and Tim's show prep playlist. It's got a lot of stuff in there. We only get to cover probably 40% of it.
It's Vance not knowing how to fucking do his job.
That's a real shame. All right, Tim, break it down for us here.
All right, so JD Vance was brought out in front of the Senate because he has to make the tie-breaking vote in the War Powers Resolution to sort of curb Trump from trying to fully invade Venezuela. And well, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So
Paul is a shame. He's shameful.
I trust you. So okay. On this vote, the yeas are 50. The nays are 50, the Senate being equally divided. The vice president votes.
Why is he breathing so heavy? He was just sitting in a chair. He
ran in there once. He was like, oh no, the vote's 50-50. I gotta go.
He sounded like, what's Malcolm friend from Malcolm in the Middle, the little black dude in the wheelchair? I don't know. I can't remember his name. But Malcolm, that's not going to be fast enough.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Look at his dumb fucking face. Trying to, am I supposed to vote in the affirmative or in the negative? I have no idea what I'm doing. You know what, Mikey, screen cap that.
I was about to say, I'm about to have to.
Huh? What's my job?
Oh, wait.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
There it is.
Yep. That's the one.
Cinema.
Counter Kev says he just returned from a workout on his sofa.
I don't understand it. But this, like, the Republicans of the early 2000s were not dense like this. They didn't have these issues.
His wife usually has to explain it for him.
Usha, get out of there, girl. They got a coup in the works. Usha, you need to get out of there. Take the boys and go to your mom's house. Get the fuck away from them. Erica Kirk has got her fucking sights set on that motherfucking JD Vance, and she will stop at nothing to get that motherfucker. Just get out the way, girl.
See, this is what happens when you
there's a buffering emoji. That is fucking hilarious. I need to use that.
This is what happens when you fail upwards.
What is this?
Sure. Whatever, buddy.
What's UM? United States of Mexico? Oh, bienvenidos.
He's really working hard over there. They're like, it says to vote yes, you dumb fuck.
Fucking Daily Blase. Come on, guys. Chuck Schumer. Oh, let me do his accent. He loves it when I do his accent.
You gotta do the glasses down the face.
No, not Chuck Schumer. I'm gonna do
okay.
do Daily Blase's northern accent. Come on, guys. Chuck Schumer has the best stare down the camera look with glasses at the end of his nose while chanting. Oh, wait. Now I can do Chuck. We will win. We will win. Scene. Strikes fear into any Republican, you know? Yeah, they're not. No one's afraid of Chuck Schumer. Like, no one on this network likes Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's always on some bullshit. Always on some bullshit. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I'm
Oh,
about to get on our fucking
no.
page.
Oh, no. No chucking way. Come on, Billy. I'm getting better. It's getting better.
Pretty good. That was a pretty good Daily Blase.
I like his accent. That's why I want to imitate it, not to mock it. Because I think it's better than mine.
No fucking way.
And then he immediately said, actually, way. I'm going to vote with the Republicans.
Actually, guys, you're totally fucked.
All right. You got 7 minutes?
Oh, I got a few more minutes, but you got to finish this, man.
Affirmative, and the point of order is sustained.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the help. You know, my one vote I had to do today.
He had to spend literally 2 minutes working, and he couldn't figure that out.
Roller coaster of a day for many groups nationwide in the mental health and substance abuse space, losing and then regaining billions of dollars in funding in just 24 hours.
And it all stems from sweeping cuts the Trump administration made overnight. Fox 5's Evan Leake spoke with leaders at the center in Las Vegas. He joins us now live downtown to share their reaction to all of this.
Yeah, certainly a chaotic day for the center and so many other groups nationwide. We spoke to the center's CEO this afternoon about the cuts when they seem to be final. But come 8:30 tonight, the center informed us that those cuts had been reversed. But we still wanted to display and show you the...
No, it's fine. It's not like he has completely ruined Las Vegas with his fucking offensive tariffs and immigration policy. You know, it's just... it's the way to go.
Shock that they felt from a potential move like this even happening in the first place. Something that would have drastically impacted their mission to be able to serve the LGBTQ community and so many others across the valley.
Happens to the best of us.
John Waldron called it a gut punch.
Well, the cuts came in the middle of the night.
$700,000 worth of cuts.
It's going to even risk costing people their lives when they can't get the mental health services that they need.
No, that money's got to go to ICE. Just remember, every time you hear, oh, federal funding has been cut. The federal funding was, if you live in a red state, that was money you were getting from us blue states to help you run your state. Well, now Trump is just saying, I'm going to keep that money. Where's that money going? Some might ask. It's not going towards the fucking deficit.
Yo, Allie is out there cleaning house.
It's the house that Allie built.
The center was,
by the way, 1 second. They're having a chat here about satire and whether or not
I saw this.
Yeah. So Donald Trump has murdered the idea of satire. That's how dumb he is.
I don't know. What do you mean to?
We don't live in a fucking reality where satire can exist when the president of the United States is Donald Trump. You can't go any lower than that. There's nothing to satirize. He is like a walking parody of himself.
We'll be like, hey, what you did there is illegal and against the Constitution. He's like, nuh-uh. Like
so many people have tried to do personas and satirize Donald Trump and all that shit, and it never works because the real thing is so much more sad and funny than any parody than anyone can do. I don't know if anyone remember the President's Show during his first term. They had a show on Comedy Central that had a parody of Trump and a parody of Pence. It only lasted one season.
Weren't they puppets?
No, they were real people. It was a dude doing an impression of Trump and a dude doing an impression of Pence, and they were like in the Oval Office and they were making jokes and whatnot. But the problem is they weren't as funny as Donald Trump is in real life because he's so dumb.
Right.
And he doesn't care, and it's just the worst. They cost more than $300. If you go to 600, maybe we'll talk.
Hey, I'm from St. Louis.
Hey.
St. Louis.
But it's hard to be a comedian and make fun of Trump because everything with Trump is low-hanging fruit. Everything.
And the corruption is like not even hidden. You know what I mean? Like he's just like he just took the jet.
Yeah.
Right? The Qatari jet.
He just took it.
What president has ever done anything like that? What government official would even think that? A mayor wouldn't think that they'd be able to get away with that, let alone the president.
And here's the best Donald Trump joke that I could ever think of, and it's not that great. You know how you know Donald Trump doesn't have any friends? Because friends would tell their friend when he's got fucking toilet paper on his shoe walking up Air Force One.
They were like, let that shit rock.
That's how you know the dude has no fucking friends.
Shh, let him do it. Let him do
it. Just, hey, be funny.
Yo, shut up. I know he doesn't know. I know.
Organizations nationwide shocked by the Trump administration's sweeping cuts Tuesday night.
Yeah, that bastion of liberal sanctity, Las Vegas.
Close to 2,000 mental health and substance abuse grants canceled, totaling close to $2 billion.
You know what it is, Tim? I think people forgot what the before times were like, and they're like screaming to have it back. You're gonna get them back, and then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna do everything that the fucking liberals put in. You're gonna put it in, but then you're gonna try to put like a little patriotic spin on it, put like a lapel, a gold flag on it, or something like that. You're gonna try to rebrand it as if the good idea was the good idea the whole time. Do you want people running around the strip high on fucking drugs? You think that's good for tourism? You think that's good for business? or is it worth $3-4 million a year? Get these guys some intervention, get them some fucking health care, some mental health care, and then you don't have to worry about, I don't know, some guy renting a bus or something and going down the strip at 300 miles an hour. Like, if you let people just dissolve into craziness, you have to live next to them. I do not want to live next to crazy people. I would like the crazy people to get help to be not crazy no more.
We got a chat message here. Good grief, you're ridiculous. He's so dumb he graduated from the Wharton School of Business with honors.
Yeah, you can't really insult people's intelligence and have typos. You gotta spell check. You know, you really gotta, because we're gonna make fun of that period right there. You know what I'm saying?
He's so dumb. He bankrupted a casino.
That's hard to do, y'all.
He bankrupted a casino in Atlantic City.
Bro, $1.7 trillion towards the deficit since he got in.
And that's more than they thought. That's more than they were projecting.
What are you talking about? And
Donald
the thing
Trump
is
an expert at wasting tax dollars.
And the thing is, I'll agree with you. The left and the right waste too much fucking money. But it's weird to be bringing up the people who, yeah, it is too, casino. But it's weird to be bringing up previous administrations when it's currently happening and all you can talk about is yesterday. Oh, well, hey, champ, he's punching you in the face. Put your hands up. No, but I punched him in the face last week. What the fuck does that have to do? Put your hands up, bro. They're stealing your money now. What are you talking about?
And for all those at home who are keeping track, Doge cost more money than they saved.
Bro needed a fucking flat screen TV in his office so he could play video games because he was getting stressed out because everybody was mad at him for cutting the funding to this radical leftist thing. Kids in South Africa to prevent them from getting fucking AIDS. If that's okay, if that's what really oh, I can't sleep at night knowing I paid for this little kid's fucking AIDS medicine, Hey, you're the Christian, not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one with all these moral high ground arguments, not me. I just think it makes more sense. I think it's cheaper to help people than to try to profit off of them. But you only know that with experience and age.
What are your thoughts on this being the area that the administration decided to try and make cuts in?
Well, it's a strange area to focus on, given the fact that mental health is such a critical need across the country. In Nevada, somewhere in the neighborhood of 24% of the population has some level of mental health need.
No,
These
cut them
potential
loose.
cuts come just a couple months.
Hey, and wait till and they're also closing the VA mental health things. Hey, cut them loose. Good luck. Trained murderers. Good luck. Yeah, let's cut all their medications that keep their brain regulated and their chemicals nice and happy. Let's just cold turkey them. I'm sure nothing but it could only good happen.
Months after the center opened its new community clinic in the art district, putting their intensive outpatient programs for mental health and substance abuse services in jeopardy.
It can only good happen.
A young woman who hasn't been able to live on her own in years because of her substance abuse issues, who's now thriving, living in her own apartment. She's no longer living in a sober living home. She did that all through our mental health programming. And those are the things that are.
And is this, and what do I get by supporting this? Nothing. A safer neighborhood. My fellow Americans to not like be trapped in the loop of drugs that it is, the drugs criminal justice system loop. Like, they're actively trying to get these people better. And these are mostly white people, by the way, for the record. So it's not even like it's like a partisan or a racial or it's just better in general to take care of people.
Tell me about it.
But we should cut that
risk if we allow this to continue and we don't find the funding that we need to continue the program.
Late Wednesday night, the center confirmed.
Ooh. Cannon Bay says, I'm a geologist. I have a million questions. And I remember last January when he cut a national park budget, even though it's so profitable. And I have no idea how many more ignorant things he would do just within the year. You probably heard about this, Cannon Bay. A bunch of people have died at national parks because the rangers weren't getting paid and they were just going past the guardrails, past the little velvet rope and all that stuff, trying to take selfies. And rock climbers are trying faces that they're normally not allowed to do. And they're falling off and dying. If only there was a ranger that would say, hey, get your stupid ass down or I'm going to fucking ticket you $500. Get down.
Five British pounds from Allie.
I did this. Why can't you?
I was trying to scroll and I clicked. There we go.
I still like the first one. Things in other countries will stop immigration to the U.S. So cutting will increase it, in my opinion. That is true.
And what about the $40 billion to Argentina?
And also, Venezuela, their oil is not fuel grade. No one ever fact checked them. No one ever fact checks them on the. Listen, Exxon knew. That's why Exxon was like, we don't want to do that.
It's going to be a billion, trillion, gazillion dollars to get them up to speed with what we have in the U.S. And then you got to have the worst, the hardest crude ever. It's the thickest shit. That's why we all use Saudi oil, because it's right on the surface and it's easy to refine.
Or we get the Canadian oil and they do it for us.
Because they love us.
Well,
used to. They did.
With Fox 5 that the cuts had been reversed. Waldron calling it a welcome correction, as he remained confident in the center's ability to serve the community, even with the funding cuts.
We are not backing down. We're not moving away from mental health. We're not moving away from any of our services. Anybody that comes through our doors is going to find help.
Waldron did issue a statement.
Nope, that shit's woke, bro. That shit is woke. Okay. Are you gonna take off? Because I need to take care of little mama.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put up
if you're in the chat and you love us and you like us and you want to be a part of us, like and subscribe, become a member.
Whoa. I'm not leaving. I just gotta go take care of her real quick. So I'm gonna roll the intro on a loop for like a couple of minutes and then come back.
Well, anyway, like and subscribe, become a member.
Do it.
We do all sorts of fun stuff. Tonight we're going to do another show, Unbox Politics.
It's true.
With Ollie and Mark, and I'm sure Mark will have updates from Minnesota.
It's true.
So, but I will see everyone later. Mikey is only taking a short break.
Yeah, I just gotta get her situated, and then I will be right back. So, drink your meek.
What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? Why can't you? Why can't you? I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you? What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Why am I muted, stupid ass thing? Unbelievable. StreamYard, you made me look like a fool. But I'm back. Hi.
No fucking way.
But yes, after the amazing, incredible policies enacted by the Trump regime, Vegas is dried up. And now that people are, probably struggling with their mental health because they don't have any work and the whole city has no money and no visitors, Trump tried to cut their mental health thing. So y'all can keep trying to act like he's on your side all you want. That the facts are not in your favor. Like as much as you want him to be on your side, he's not. He's not. And I need y'all to stop being mad at me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all mad at us for? You're the ones getting fucked over right alongside with us. So maybe be mad with us instead of being on the side of the people that are mad at you and taking. I could hear everything. Well played, Joe. Well played. All right, I'll let this guy finish.
Following the reinstatement.
And then I have a good story.
It says in part, quote, the center urges continued bipartisan leadership to ensure stable, predictable funding for evidence-based mental health and addiction programs. Lives depend on it, end quote.
Well, I guess they don't need that woke waste of money. Let's just give these literal backwoods assholes $60K a pop just for showing up. But we got a hero. We got a hero report.
First tonight, the video you will only see on
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my dude, I didn't even know if I want to even watch this. Like I have to stop videos that cause me anxiety now just because I've had a kid. And this is the most terrifying nightmare imaginable. You got a 5-lane street road. I don't know. Someone Google that for me. What's the difference between a street and a road? Is it sidewalk? Is it the median? Is it the size? I don't know. But this strode that these children are in, like this is your worst nightmare. Is like you're doing something in the yard and the kid's playing with you and you go to hand them something and they're in the middle of the street. Like they just teleported to the middle of the street. It is your worst fucking nightmare. And I saw this thumbnail of 2 kids in the middle of the road and there's cars. I'm like, oh, no! Save the babies. Save the
West
babies.
2 showing 2 toddlers walking across A1A in Brevard County. This is a dangerous road that has seen several deadly accidents involving vehicles and pedestrians.
But one man saw what was happening and managed to get the kids to safety. West 2's Gail Pascal-Brown is here with the exclusive interview. Gail.
Yeah, the parents and children have long gone, but they won't soon forget what happened yesterday in Brevard County. This story could have gone terribly wrong, but John Brittingham saved the day. Look at this.
Hold on, let me get my air horns ready. Motherfucker. We saved the kids around here. God damn it.
John Brittingham stops traffic with one hand and scoops up 2 toddlers along busy A1A Sunday in Brevard County.
I was terrified. If anything would have happened to him, my rest of my life would have been ruined.
Imagine that just happens in front of you. I can't. I got to get out and I got to stop the traffic. They got to run me over and the kids can deal with the trauma. I'm not dealing with the trauma. Hell no.
John was driving home southbound on A1A when he noticed 2 little girls in the middle of the road.
So I immediately
oh my God.
Pulled over there and I ran out of the car and one of them was already to the middle of the road and I grabbed that one first and then the second one I just picked up. She was ready and I got him off the road. Took like maybe 6 seconds.
It had to be the most terrifying 6 seconds of his life.
My adrenaline.
And of course, the little kids, because they bad, she tried to run away. It's like, no, I want to be in the middle of the street. I want to be in the street.
Spiked. I had a migraine when I finally got home. I was drained completely for the rest of the day.
That's called an adrenaline dump. You get very tired after you're done exerting yourself.
This exclusive dash cam video is from his vehicle's front and rear cameras.
You can see in the dash cam, she put her little arms up, and I was like, oh my God, how adorable.
Uppies.
He then went looking for their parents, found this Airbnb, knocked on the door, but no one answered.
So I went all around that house, and no one seemed to hear me yelling, like that I was calling for someone to see if anybody knew, because the girls weren't telling me anything. They were about maybe 2 years old or younger, and all they could do was point to things and say, ah.
Finally, he looked in the back gate, which he says was open. He adds that's how the children got out, and their parents were clueless to the fact they were gone.
An elderly couple and a young girl, and I, immediately they went into like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just glad I could get them back to you. And they were out in the road and your gate was open.
John did not call police.
My main concern.
What? Those kids. That's facts.
Concern was to reunite.
Why didn't you call the cops? Don't leave those kids in those motherfuckers' custody. Are you kidding me?
Them, and by that time I was, glad that they were with their parents.
This is like when me and the wife take the baby to the zoo, and there's somebody like lifting their kid up so that they can see something, and then it's just like, why are you dangling the kid over a tiger pit? Like, turn it on in there. Flick it a few times. See if it'll fucking jumpstart. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what happens if you drop the kid? Or when? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Like, don't just sacrifice your fucking kid to the tiger gods. What are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to see what else I had on the list. Oh, yeah, this. This is what I expect from everybody who's trying to come back into good graces when this is all over. Yeah, that's kid endangerment. Is not. I would say so. You can't just let your kid escape. And even if they do, you're going to get in trouble for it. Ken says, how do parents do this? I still don't let my 11-year-old go outside without me, knowing and being able to see. Yes. Joe D says, Trump feels that MAGAs are some dumb racist pieces of shit. That's why he's using them. LBJ said it. If you could just trick them that man over there is your problem, you can empty his pocketbook. And guess what they're doing? Emptying them pocketbooks.
I'm sorry I didn't view this administration as bad as it really is. I'm sorry that I didn't understand or empathize with those who ended contact with die-hard Trump supporters. I'm sorry I used to try to appease people who said I had TDS. I'm sorry I didn't see the utility in late-night TV making constant and relentless digs at this administration. I thought it was beating a dead horse. I wasn't thinking about how cathartic it was and still is for so many people who feel helpless to do anything about the situation those of us in the United States are living with. I'm sorry I thought it was a worthwhile cause to find the good things in people who over and over again prove that they believe in the ideology of survival of the fittest.
That's been in the chat several times today. I'm glad I remembered this because he lays out all of your little bullshit arguments that everyone's been trying to spam in the chat.
Who have no empathy towards the marginalized and the oppressed, who have no empathy towards those who are just trying to make a better life for themselves, who have no empathy towards those who are just trying to live the American dream, who have been dealt a crappy set of cards. I'm sorry that I was trying to be tolerant towards the intolerant. I'm sorry I perpetuated a losing strategy of always going high when our adversaries always go low. I'm sorry that I so strongly defended all.
And this is like a centrist, right? This is a centrist in his apology. All of the tone police on the left, don't call them Nazis. Don't call them a fascist. Don't call. Brother, I read the history book. That's not my fault. It's not my fault he's lining up exactly with their ideology. That's his fault. And the fact that he's lining up with it should piss you off. Should make you a little bit more upset. But instead, I get people constantly in the comments, in the live chat, and on the phone, in person. Everyone's always trying to stop making this a big deal. This is a big fucking deal. It is. It just literally is. And to try to cope with the reality of the situation and to say everyone should just relax a little bit and then it won't be so bad. That is not how any of this has worked historically. And you got me fucked up if you think I'm going to lay down and take this shit and allow it to persist and just do a food show or just talk about video games or just talk about. No. I have a daughter. A lot of you guys have kids. They are going to judge us for how we act in this moment. And they're never going to let it go. Ever. So it is my duty to her and my duty to myself to be on the right side of history.
Our brand of capitalism that thrives on misery, hardship, and suffering. I'm sorry that I demonized so many people who wanted to make significant and deep-cutting changes to it.
Hi, wife. I forgot to cook the chicken last night because I fell asleep. Sorry. She asked me to do it, and then I forgot, and then I said I was going to do it again, and then I fell asleep.
I'm not saying that I support communism, but I do think that small incremental changes are not enough to keep up with how corrupt, oppressive, and untenable our form of capitalism is becoming. Our middle class is becoming lower class, and the rich just keep getting richer. And these crazy...
And the fact that people justify cutting out all of these programs at the same time clapping for Elon for cutting essential services to people, for firing people, for making them explain why they should have a job in the federal government, while he's getting $300-400 million in fucking government contracts for SpaceX and Tesla and Starlink. Like, I don't know how they don't put together that this guy has taken way more. And let's not also forget that he doesn't pay taxes. Like, he's taken so much more than he's put in. And he's from another country. And that other country is Africa. But it's fine because he's a white guy. Like, I don't know how to relate that you are being played. And they're using your internal, like, racial biases against you to fill their pockets. I don't get anything for saying the truth. In fact, we get people in here all the time hating on us for telling the truth.
Crazy right-wing loons seem to think that if we just keep letting rich people get even richer and make it easier for them, that it will eventually trickle down to them and all the lower classes.
They've been saying that since the 80s. So they've had 46 years to trickle down that wealth. People's wealth has gone up like 5 and 10%. They're like, see, it's working. These motherfuckers have so much money that it's like it's thousands of lifetimes worth of wealth. What does somebody need with thousands of lifetimes worth of wealth where they can feed and clothe and educate their family for generations upon generations? So you think we should cut taxes for them? I don't know why you're rooting for the enemy, but go for it.
They defend huge corporations, billionaires, and the elite as if their lives depend on it. They vote and argue against their own interests and livelihoods. They think that cutting taxes, getting rid of safety nets, getting the government out of healthcare, privatizing our education, deporting the undocumented, and oppressing minorities and marginalized people will solve all of our problems. And now they think it's okay to take out leaders of other countries and do regime changes.
America first, right? No new wars, right? Immediately went in there and started snatching up dictators. Like, come on, man.
If our government wants their resources, that we can exponentially increase imperialism and have good results, that we can
yeah, is it America first to go into Greenland? Oh, we need it. We have to have it. It must be ours. And you're going to listen to Stephen Miller and Steve Bannon and Donald Trump, who hasn't taken a college course since the 70s, actively falls asleep during press meetings?
Break international order and still be respected, that we can destroy the trust of the entire world and still somehow be trusted. I'm sorry that I ever gave these kinds of people the time of day.
And now our allies aren't even sharing intel with us. They don't want to tell us what they know because they can't trust that we're going to make the right call anymore. Oh yeah, well when things kick off and we start it. So what happens if BRICS as a collective decides to take out America? Who's going to come to our aid? Oh, well, our military is so strong we'll be able to defend ourselves. Eventually. But there will be strikes first. I don't want to roll the dice to see if I'm the one that gets bombed because this guy decided to piss off all of our friends and to literally roll out the red carpet for fucking Vladimir Putin. Like, what are we talking about? You had the fucking leader of Al-Qaeda, our former leader of Al-Qaeda, inside the White House. What? What are we doing?
Sorry that I didn't believe the people who tried to tell me that this is how these types of people operate, how they think, what kind of ideology they have, and how apathetic they really are. We're headed for World War III. We might be in the beginning stages of it already, and we can thank the types of people I'm talking about for allowing it to happen. I'm just so incredibly sorry. Just saying.
That is how you do an apology. Yeah, you go to Greenland and Canada is FU. Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we don't really want to smoke with Canada. Like we don't want to do that.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
Wrong one.
You don't want this smoke?
We don't. Truly, honestly, deeply, we do not. Because, and then again, these are the people who are advocating for regime change, the people who are talking about all these foreign entanglements. These are the same people. These are the same people who will not enlist. They don't really respect the military. They think that veterans should stop crying. They think houseless people panhandling are a blight on society. Most of them are veterans, right? They're veterans with PTSD, and because their PTSD leaves them in a crisis state more often than the average person. The employment can be difficult. But instead of like looking out for them and saying, "Hey, let's get you a job in the government," right? We'll have the U.S. taxpayer. You can work for. They can pay you. They doge them out of the situation too. Like black women and veterans are the highest demographic that were kicked out of the federal with the Doge shit. So you just want them on the street? Something on my lip. You just want them to just wander the streets, just wander around, not have anything going on for. That's what you want for them. I mean, if that's what you guys want for them, that's fine. I just think it's risky. I think it's risky. I think it's dangerous to take from people, promise them something, and then take it away. Because they're gonna want their end of the deal. They're gonna want their end of the deal. They're gonna want the deal to be fully, carried out. And if you just continually fuck people over every time they do what they're supposed to do, like look at the farmers, like under Joe Biden, I forget what the bill was called, but they had a bill where essentially if farmers made green upgrades and improvements, so like solar panels or like a different fuse box so they can have like electric vehicles on their land or something like that, just stuff to generally spend some money, and then the government will write you a check and pay the money back. All these farmers did that shit, and Trump came in and said, don't send them any money. So then people had to eat that $300,000 that they just invested, $500,000 that they just invested. You think they're going to vote for you now? You think they're going to vote for the Trump-backed candidate when these motherfuckers literally just snatched the profits that they made from the last couple of years directly out of their bank account? and then implemented the tariffs and then gave the money to Argentina, $40 billion to Argentina for their soybeans. Illinois is the biggest soybean state, I found out. There's soybeans growing around me. Well, not right now, it's winter, but in the harvest time and in the springtime, yeah, they plant soybeans around me. And they had nowhere to send them because we don't have a market. But you know who does have a new soybean market? Argentina and Brazil and China, who was our number one customer for all this soybeans, soy sauce. They just bought it from Brazil and Argentina. They just found a new person. So what are we going to do to get them back? We're not going to fight for that market. We're not going to try and get it back. So these people are just stuck with this soybean farm and no one to buy their product. USAID used to buy the food from farmers too, and they turned it into aid packages, and then we sent it across. Nope. Even the stuff that we already had boxed up, they wouldn't send it over. I don't know why. And if you don't know why either, you should probably like reevaluate what's going on in your political sphere. Back to greener. Billy says China ain't exactly overjoyed with the quality of their new soybean supply. Well, they're gonna. I mean, take drugs, fight a bear. I mean, you could try it. I mean, that's 550. That's he's completely out of your weight class. I mean, but China and Russia figured out probably Trump's first term. They figured out that as long as they just shut up and don't say or do anything while Trump's in office, he will make them look better. If they just give him time, he will make them look better. If he only put tariffs on China and said, I'm going after China and us and China are going to have a trade war and it's going to be a thing, he might have been okay. If he only picked China, he might have been okay. And the tariffs wouldn't be so widely hated. But the fact that he put them on like Indonesia, the Maldives, Madagascar, like all these like tiny little islands, and the rate of tariffs was so freaking high for these people. They're like, oh well, we have a trade deficit. Well, what do you think, Trump? They have 3 million people. We have 350 million people. Do you think they buy as much of our stuff as we buy of their stuff? How many tanks and 747 jets and all that shit? How much of that do you think that they can purchase as a little island? And then to get on TV and say, well, that's why I'm doing it, is because they don't buy enough of our stuff. They can't. Their GDP doesn't permit it. The fucker was in the house with the thing. Nah, brother. Are you kidding? All right, let me. So you're sitting there. You got a glass of wine. You're watching Stranger Things, and you just hear, ooh, ooh, and a bunch of scratching sounds from the basement. And you don't just think it's a Demogorgon trying to eat you. You just stay in the house. Would you just open the basement door? I would never open that door. I'd just move out. I'd just sell the house. I'm like, oh yeah, the basement. There isn't a basement. Sir, there's a door. Don't open that door. And don't ask me no more questions. They paintballed them? I don't know if I like this.
We were here when the state agency came and they did their tactics. They were here for a while. They weren't able to do it. And then
he and they're like, it's bees down here. It's a bunch of bees biting me. The bees are getting me. Someone get the bees out of here.
of course, they were told by the top dogs in Sacramento to pull away.
And also, this is true. We only had a trade deficit in physical shit. America sells so much software and other. Yeah, like everybody has Netflix, so you can't really complain.
And end that. But this time, these guys came in here, and by the time they went in the crawl space,
I left the thing in there. Can you, Daily Blase, can you put a good word in for me? I'd like to be on the round table. I want to talk to Graham Price and the two Davies and Daily Blase and Reagan Elite on the round table. There is in California. It might like spicy food.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it was so fast because
There it is. I was waiting for the picnic basket. Picnic basket in the driveway. See, that might work. That might work.
it seemed like Fish and Wildlife was here for about an hour and a half, and then
Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to put a more dangerous, put a hippo in the basement. Hippos are deadly. Most deadly animal in in all of Africa. Jen says, honestly, I'd let them stay. I mean, hey.
couldn't complete the job because of the call from Sacramento. And these guys went in. They
I don't know, Jen. That's a big boy.
crawled in behind him, and boom, he was out.
Oh, look at his poor little butt. His poor little butt's got paintballs on it.
And these guys went in. They crawled in behind him.
Look, they shot him in the ass with paintballs. He's like, I'm out. Hit. Damn. I put my hand up. I'm hit. All right, I'm leaving this lobby. These guys are just a little window down there. He probably has like a fence for his driveway. And he's like, oh, there's nothing's gonna, maybe a raccoon or something might crawl. A 550-pound bear crawled in that tiny ass little window. I would have struggles trying to get my 6-foot frame in that little bitty ass window. Had 3 green circles on his ass cheeks. He was not unharmed. But yeah, buddy, you're way too big to be in the house. You're gonna have to take these paintballs.
Bear was unharmed. I mean, he's
Came back last night, you guys.
I didn't finish watching the video. What you mean he came back?
After all this, the bear leaves.
Come on, man. Nah, this bear need to pay rent. Nah, fuck this. I'm no longer on the bear side. I'm no longer on his side. He just lost me. Bro, I can't even watch my... What's he watching? What does that say? The something machine?
In returns, you're looking at the video.
Wait, what's that say? What is he watching? Can you guys see what I'm talking about in the reflection?
After all this, the bear
The scamming? The
bear leaves. And
what does that say? What does that say? The something machine? I can't read it backwards. See? No. See? No. See? You guys are changing sides. No, the bear is wrong. The bear is wrong. Stop. No. If this isn't the man or the bear kind of like TikTok thing. The bear was paintballed in a peaceful fashion to be like, yo, you are a 550-pound murder machine. You can't live in my basement. Your big ass is about to crack the fucking gas main. You have to get out. Fine, I'll leave. This motherfucker come back because he said I forgot my shit. My toothbrush is down there. You can't evict me. Nah. Call the sheriff. Put the note on the orange notice that sticks on the door. Put that on that little hole that go down into the basement, and he need to get out of here. Can we talk about... Yo, the Jehovah's Witness black bear? No. Sure, let me get my roommate the bear. No, they are not pets. That's not how it works. I wish that was how it works, where if an animal comes into your house, then they get like under a spell and they become domesticated. Like that would be cool. If that was the case, then yes, the bear can stay. But that is not the case. The case is this motherfucker is going to go upstairs and murder everyone. And like, oh man, if only we would have gotten the bear out. He is taking liberties. He just, Oh my. Not squatters' rights. If a bear squats in your basement and you don't see it, can you actually evict him? That's the question.
returns, you're looking at the video now of him walking back up.
That is him. He got the tag on and everything. That's the same bear.
And then he came.
See the bedroom door. Y'all trying to be nice to this motherfucker. He is out the door. Brother, if I'm over here in my boxers and there's a bear out there, no, he has to go. Yeah, 550 pounds, they said. No, he needs to go. No, he does not. No, he does not get a sitcom. No.
Right up to the den window.
HBO Max. I need to check out The Pit. with Noah Wiles, I think it's good.
And he just kind of went on his way.
So right now it's not under your
He's
house,
right behind
which
you.
is definitely a relief. But what we also know is that
I mean, it was probably safe from like, a human. We're not gonna do this. Who's they, Mikey? Are you bearists? Bearsists? I think my position on polar bears has been widely documented. They are 13-foot tall murder machines. Let me give you a little bit of scale about 13 feet. Everybody knows what a basketball hoop is. And, look at LeBron James. Oh, he jumps so high and he dunks the ball. Yeah, the top of the backboard is like 12 and a half feet. So when y'all get done playing with these motherfucking monsters trying to eat us, why do you think we live in houses now? This is why we have houses. It's for predators and the elements. No, don't tell us about your sponge bath. You got my man using wet wipes. That's fucked up. He shouldn't have to use wet wipes in his Altadena home. That bear need to pay rent and stop breaking the gas line. I can't believe y'all are taking the bear side. I did not see that coming. If I'm being completely honest. What is this?
The Mesa County Sheriff is taking aim at Attorney General Phil Weiser, saying the AG is sending a demoralizing message, his words, to law enforcement by unfairly enforcing the state's law against sharing information with federal immigration officials. Deborah 7's Ryan Fish live in the news.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, chupacabras are hairless bears, I think. Look at them. Yo, a black bear with alopecia, 100% chupacabra. I could totally see where that came from.
Newsroom now, and Ryan, it was the actions of a sheriff's deputy from Mesa County that brought to light that Signal group chat with ICE and other agencies.
That's right.
We did take their environment and made it ours. I hear that. That's fair. But a finished basement is no place for a bear.
Shannon, there's a lot going on here, so let's start from the beginning. Last month, a Mesa County deputy conducted a traffic stop on a 19-year-old college student from the University of Utah who's originally from Brazil. Now, the Attorney General's office says she had an expired visa but no criminal history, and that the deputy then used that Signal group chat to alert ICE. The deputy let her go, but ICE arrested her shortly afterwards, and she spent 2 weeks at the GEO facility in Aurora. Attorney General Phil Weiser then...
So let's they're going hard and fast here. So a traffic cop pulled over someone, and upon learning her immigration status, took it upon himself to share that information with ICE. That's not allowed, by the way.
Signal group chat to alert ICE. The
Signal.
deputy let her go, but ICE arrested her shortly afterwards, and she spent 2 weeks at the GEO facility in Aurora. Attorney General Phil Weiser then filed a lawsuit.
And see, Cannon Bay is right. Climate change has made the Pizzly bear a real thing. My greatest fear is realized. All they need to do is crossbreed with orcas, and I'm literally going to space, and you guys can fucking keep this planet. If the fucking polar bears are already, they should be really called ocean bears. They're semi-aquatic. They have webbing in their feet. They have all that, like they're ready to do battle.
Against that deputy, claiming he violated Colorado's law against sharing information with immigration officials. Now that brings us to today. The Mesa County Sheriff released an administrative review where he apologized to the college student and says his department should not have been involved in what led to her detention. He also announced discipline for 5 sheriff's deputies.
Oh my God, they'd be called porcas. Porca bears. Oh.
Deputies, including the one at the center of Weiser's lawsuit, who will get 3 weeks of unpaid leave and get reassigned. But the sheriff says his department is being unfairly treated. He claims the other agencies in this group chat, like Colorado State Patrol, also share information with ICE and should be held to the same legal standard. Or Weiser should drop.
We had the same thing happen in one of the northern suburbs in Illinois, where I think it was a sheriff, like a sheriff's deputy or something like that. He decided it was a good idea to just, I'll just give all the database information to ICE officers. Who the fuck told you were allowed to do that?
Stop the lawsuit and let the agencies just handle it themselves. Denver 7 has reached out to the Mesa County Sheriff's Office for comment, and CSP denies they violated the law, but they do say they are no longer sharing information in that group chat. The Attorney General's office says it's investigating if there were other officers in this group chat who broke the law, and we'll keep following up on this developing story. For now,
y'all got me fucked up. Okay, so I'm getting the redirect ready. We're gonna redirect over to the round table as soon as I remember where the button. How do I do this? Is it here? No. Do I hit options? I'll find it. But last chance for romance. Any questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff. She looks like the worst of the worst. No. Officer pulls her over. Asks her out. She says no, and he calls eyes. That's the only thing I can think of who calls on this guy. You know, there's a way for me to not report this. Like that's, and then they just expect women to just. Don't you want to just take my subjugation for freedom? And they're just like, fucking give me liberty or give me death. And they're like, oh, well, I'm calling ICE. Well, I'm telling. She won't listen to me. She doesn't like you. Nobody likes you. Hey, ICE. Nobody likes you. If you'd like to be liked. I mean, I know one person that overstayed his visa and he's cost the American taxpayer probably about $2 billion at this point. He has his own city in fucking, what's it called right now? He has his own city in Texas. And he gets all kinds of government funding. I mean, if they were really, really interested in stopping the fraud, waste, and abuse, I mean, it's pretty easy to find. Just look for wherever Elon is and look for the flaming Tesla. Okay, I got the redirect going. I did it. Do you guys want to laugh at the ICE people falling down one more time before we go? I kind of want to watch it again. Oh, I meant to play this.
Now seems like a really good time to remind our overnight internet lawyers what the law is from an actual lawyer. I know that the president is acting like ICE is his own personal police force. I don't know who told y'all that ICE are police officers, but they are not.
And they never will be.
Renee Good is a United States citizen, and ICE, as immigration enforcement, has absolutely no jurisdiction over arresting and detaining citizens. And the reason that they gave for approaching.
But it doesn't matter if they don't have a right to arrest and detain people. I want them to be able to do it. So I'm just going to agree with whatever side says the thing I like. When Joe Biden and all them were doing extra judicial shit, like when they didn't have a fucking primary and they just anointed Kamala Harris as the person. You didn't hear us over here talking about some, well, that's good. Well, that's fine. That's great. She deserves it. It's her turn. I never said any of that shit. Ever. No one on this network said that shit. Maybe it had something to do with the fucking reason that she lost. Even if she would have went to the primary, she probably would have won the primary. Just by proxy, by being the vice president. But they didn't want to risk it because they felt like they didn't have to talk to us. Like they didn't have to listen to us. Well, look at where we're at now. Good job, fucko.
Her car was a lie. Remember that Kristi Noem got on national television and said that officers were moving their car out of the snow, and that as they were trying to do that, Renee used her vehicle to drive towards them, which we know is obviously not true. Video is clear.
And it's so funny how, remember when everybody was in here, what was that, last Tuesday or whatever? Everybody was in here yelling and screaming at me, and I'm so stupid, and you guys are cucked, and you just think, you know, none of them brought up the fact that Thirsty Gnome just got up there on fucking camera and lied her ass off. No one was getting their car out of the snow. The car that the fucking shooter got out of was the car that she waved forward. It pulled in front of her, stopped, and then the guy got out and started recording and then shot her. So spare me.
But ICE's own policy prohibits what happened. This is ICE's use of force policy, and it very clearly says that any force has to be objectively reasonable in light of the circumstances. It also talks about a general principle being a respect for human life and the duty to de-escalate a situation. It's not objectively reasonable for agents to detain someone that they don't have the right or reason to do so. It's also not objectively reasonable for you to try to stop someone from leaving when you literally don't have the right to stop them, and then put yourself in front of to the side of the moving.
And also, when your fellow officer, your other ICE agent, told her to get the fuck out of there. Okay, get the fuck out. Okay, I leave. Oh, don't leave or you'll get shot. No, get the fuck out the way.
Car, pull out a gun on an unarmed individual, again, that you have no business stopping, and then shoot them in the face. Their policy also directly speaks to firing firearms into a moving vehicle and say that they are prohibited from doing so. Outside of their policies, they are still governed by the Fourth Amendment. And the case for this is Tennessee versus Gardner, where the court clearly established that police officers may not use deadly force to prevent the escape of an unarmed, non-dangerous suspected felon.
I don't know. I don't like Law and Order. Anybody Law and Order? Did they start yet? I was waiting. I was vamping until they got going. But I'll just say this. Tonight we got Unboxed Politics. Next week we got headliners on Tuesday, Delta Green on Tuesday, Wednesday, a seat at the dinner table, Thursday, the headliners, and then in the evening we have Unboxed Politics again. So that's 5 shows. That's this many shows that we provide for all of you guys for the low cost of free $99. If you are able to help out the fund, if you are able to help us out, we do appreciate it. And we have a special video at the end of every show for our peoples who help us keep this train moving. Let me double check. Are they going yet? Please be going. Let me paste. Did they start?
Batman, probably
They have started. They have. Let's look at what they're doing.
Like I said, 1 copy, not 2.
So this is where you're going to get redirected.
Yeah, but I have to say, I was listening to James O'Brien show while I was doing whatever I was doing, just so
whatever I were doing,
bit of background noise, and then he brought it out, and he thought, and when I heard it,
off we go, guys. I love you. Be good out there. Keep your stick on the ice.